her hair, not his hair, her hair. And
No, he showed off his hair first. He's like, look at this. Look at it that
how
way.
It flaps in the wind. And she says it's the best her hair's ever looked and gives him a big old freaking hug.
Special. I mean, she's never had a haircut like this. Or at least we don't know of a time when she has had well-cut hair.
I think maybe when she was in the orphanage, it wasn't as bad. But it's still pretty damning to, like, walk around the castle in front of everybody looking like a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I assume at the orphanage it was just like a bowl cut.
Yeah.
You know, just something quick. It doesn't really matter what your particular style is. Everybody gets the same thing. It's all going to be short anyways.
Yeah, and maybe Richard gave her some layers, you know? He's like...
Ooh, put a couple highlights in there?
Yeah, he's got some talent.
That's so in right now.
He, like, framed her face out real nice.
And Kaylin said he's a very rare person, like you said. Then passed some of the fish on to Rachel. She went to go, like, grab the bread and, like, oh, we can eat this with dinner. And Rachel flipped the fuck out, grabbed the fire stick in her pocket, and she was like, no, you can't eat the bread. This is for my grandma. I'm supposed to walk through the woods and escape a wolf. That was supposed to be a joke.
Oh.
Anyways. Jade's
I was trying to think. I was like, wait, did I not put something in the notes? No, that was a funny joke. That was Red Riding Hood. I got you.
Funny is a very
I got you.
overused word. It was a joke, though.
Well, I was trying to, because I love the way she grabbed the fire stick in her pocket, because she was like, no, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to burn you.
Yeah. Burn them. Burn them all.
Kaylin apologizes. She's like, we're not going to touch your fucking bread, all right? I'm not going to take your grandma. It's fine. They ask where her grandma is, and Rachel thinks on her feet, and she's like, you know, she's in Horner's Mill, because that's a good idea.
Right. Well, fuck.
They look at each other and are like, shit.
You tell her.
I'm gonna just sit over here and eat my fish.
Rock, paper, scissors. Draw straws. Yeah, no, there's no good way out of that situation. Well, Richard tells her that they can't let her go to Horner's Mill because there's nobody there. That's a way easier way to tell a little girl your whole family's dead.
But she takes it, like, super well. Like, weird. Like, I get it's a fake story.
Yeah.
But, like, Richard and Kaylin take it weirdly well that she takes it well. She's like, oh, that's fine. Else.
Yeah, no big deal. That's cool.
And they're both like, oh, well, you can't go anywhere else. But I would have been like, whoa, hold on. What?
With Richard being the stand-up guy that he is, be like, are you going to abandon your grandma, you little shit? No, we are going back to Horner's Mill. You little goddamn bread to your grandma like she deserves.
And, well, Richard says that he's just going to take her with her. I feel like, we talked about this a little bit earlier. I feel like Richard did not ask the right questions at this point. He's the fucking seeker.
Right.
He found out her parents were fucking dead. And then she's going to bring this bread to Horner's Mill. And he didn't ask, like, wait, where are you coming from?
Yeah.
How did your parents die? Why is this bread so important if you don't give a fuck about your grandma? Can we open it?
Yeah. Can we eat it? Again, I repeat, can we eat the food that you have? I mean, I'm sharing my fish with you. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, yeah. They're picking on us. He goes, Al says, Jade has drank too much. She's a little slow on the uptake. Like Nate with Monsters, Inc. Aaron says, Jade drink too much? Never.
The fuck?
Now, Al Meyer says Krakatoa. And judging by the look you're giving me, you don't know what that is.
No, I feel like I do, but do you know what
No, I have no. I should look that up. He says he's still new to this gig. And yeah, I mean kinda. Jade's don't it's all good.
No, yeah. I'm just going to keep drinking. I'm going to keep drinking. So, Kaylin tells her they're going to Tamarang, and the queen will find someone to take her in. Hey! And Rachel's, like, not super crazy about that idea for some reason.
Well, I know exactly who the queen's going to have take me in, and I know exactly who I don't want to be taken in by. The little bitch that cuts the heads.
This is a little bit funny, because Richard's like, wait a minute, Kaylin, what about the wizard? And she's like, oh, no, it's fine, we'll deal with this, and then I'll go skin the fucking wizard.
Right, which really sets Rachel off, because right now, Giller is the only person who Rachel trusts.
Right, but I thought it was funny, because Richard, like, his initial reaction's like, yeah, you're gonna come with us, and then, like, 2 seconds later, he's like, wait, we're gonna go do, like, not so kid-friendly stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
So maybe not?
So maybe we shouldn't have this child with us? Steal the bread at least, though, right? Okay, so now I get to redeem myself. The reason I didn't understand Krakatoa is because it's not supposed to be Krakatoa. I believe that the clue left when the colony of Roanoke disappeared was Croatoan.
Okay, but Krakatoa is something else.
It's a place.
Yes.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah. I just looked that up, too, because I had no idea what that
I read a book
is.
about Krakatoa before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's why...
I figured just maybe spelling mistake. I don't know.
That's why I had that weird... That's why when you looked at me, I had the weird look on my face, because like I recognized that word.
And Aaron coming in... I love this. Squidward got superpowers once, and his name was Krakatoa.
I love that that's
where he
knowledge
goes.
base.
Oh, SpongeBob. Duh. I saw that once on SpongeBob. He had a volcano head. Okay. You learn something every day. That's why you listen to podcasts, folks.
Don't break your microphone.
I didn't. I basically just punched it. Where's your beer? Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
This one's empty, too.
So, yeah, Jade drank too much.
I'm about to get my third.
So, she was sure Richard only was with Kaylin because she was scared of her because she's a big scary lady with long hair.
Right. That was... Yes, you got that.
Yay,
double math.
A+, Jade.
I double math. I double checked the math in my head, and you nailed it.
So, she knew she had to get away from them and do what Giller told her to do. And Kaylin's like, you know what? Nope. See, I did this earlier. I never fixed the note.
Oh.
Richard says they better get some sleep and hands Rachel to Kaylin. And Rachel's pretty fucking terrified at this point, especially because there's a knife on Kaylin's hip. Probably the one she's going to skin the wizard with later.
Right.
So that's not cool.
That put her on edge just a little bit, right?
But also, there's a lot of, like, closeness here for strangers with a little girl. We had this conversation earlier because Kaylin and Richard are just, like, overly familiar with this girl.
Yeah.
It's one thing for Richard to be like, sit on my lap and let me cut your hair, and also sit on my lap while you eat so I can, like, I don't know, hold you. It's very... But then he passes her to Kaylin.
Right. She can't just walk.
Right.
Like holding her.
Right. And we still aren't super clear on the age of this girl, but we kind of established that Giller holding her is weird based on her age. So this is definitely weird, passing her like a baby.
Yeah. I mean, I think at first we were thinking maybe 12, 13.
Yeah, but we went younger, didn't we?
Yeah. Then I went maybe 8, 10, and now I'm thinking maybe 6, 8.
Yeah. they're super comfortable passing her around, and like then Kaylin rocks her, and like I think she's like spooning her maybe at one point and crying into her hair.
Yeah, spooning is more I mean, it's not romantic per se, but spooning is not what I picture that as, like a cradling.
Well, I'm thinking, okay.
More like a mom would do with a child, not what a, person would do with their other person.
No, but like if you're laying on your side with somebody laying in with you, like you're spooning.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It doesn't necessarily
I understand.
have to be like, okay, if she's rocking, maybe
The
they aren't laying
word
down.
is just
Yeah.
It threw me.
If she's rocking, maybe they aren't
understand.
fully laying down yet. But if you're laying next to somebody, you're technically spooning. It doesn't have to be like my penis is in your ass type situation.
Now, Elle is getting in, and he just said that, no, she's a lot younger than that. When she meets, spoiler alert, when she meets Chase, she has to hug his leg. She can't reach his waist, so she's maybe 4 or 5. So that makes her even smaller. Now, I also think Chase is a big, big dude, so we can factor that in. But, yeah, okay, so maybe 5, 6, most.
I'm just thinking like 4 or 5.
It seems young, but then
That
again...
seems young to handle a lot of what she's been.
Yeah, but Giller also asked if she knew what the word kill meant.
Yes, he did. And I mean that's what made us like initially question it. And maybe being an orphan and then a slave essentially a slave has forced her to be more self-sustaining than like a normal 4 or 5-year-old.
Right. Grew her ass up
or
real
5,
fast.
6-year-old.
She has to deal with some pretty heavy shit from a very young age. I mean, survival is survival no matter how old you are.
Yeah, I guess I just thought her brain, but I don't know. Yeah, see, her age is all the fuck over the place. We don't know. Either way, they're super familiar with this fucking girl, and it's not cool because at this point, Caitlin's just crying into her hair, and Rachel's trying to think of a way to get out because when she was with Violet, she told her it hurt more to punish than be punished. So Caitlin must be planning something for Giller, I think, to be crying like this.
Right. I'm afraid that Caitlin's just going to kill her.
Yeah, because Violet never even cried.
Right.
And she said it hurt her. Well, Violet was a sadistic little bitch. Let's just get that straight.
Yep.
Rachel should know that. She was just a fucked up little girl.
You would think she should. But again, if she's that young...
No, I know. She probably doesn't. I'm just saying, like...
Oh, well, yeah.
Fuck that little girl, man.
She certainly did a fucking number on Rachel. That's for sure. So Caitlin asks if she's cold. Rachel nods. She grabs a blanket and... Rachel... Yes, I'm cold. Please get me something. Then Caitlin goes for the blanket. And Rachel's like, oh, she's going to wrap me up in the blanket. And then I can't get away.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
River.
carpet. Right. They just take a little walk over the river and give her a toss. And boom, never heard or seen from again.
Yeah.
Seen or heard from again. There we go. We got her out. But this makes her panic. And Caitlin, she calms her down. She tells her a story about a fisherman who was made into a fish. And at one point, they even get to laughing with each other. Like, she's totally off guard. For a second.
Yeah, she pretends that Caitlin's not mean and imagines that this is what it would be like to have a mother. She ends up falling asleep accidentally, which, I mean, you would. I can't imagine. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised she made it this long because... It's been nighttime for a while, and the fire was lit, and I don't know. I feel like I would probably fall asleep involuntarily, especially if I was, like, really fucking young, like we're talking about this little girl being. I feel like you wouldn't be able to fight it for very long anyways.
Yeah, no, they came in at night. It was late when they came in.
Yeah.
I took it as. She was, like, finished eating and was probably wrapping up and getting ready to go to bed. And they've just